we thought it was done. Just when we thought enough records were broken for the day. Not only does USA get record-breaking viewership and ratings, CBS, come on down. We're going to break some records for you and raise your viewership ratings as well as only the GOAT, Caitlin Clark, can do. CBS receiving their high.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Clark Update. Today I'm back with another exciting and very interesting video that I know you're going to enjoy, so without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into today's video. Okay, let's go. The executive boardrooms at the WNBA headquarters have just reached their lowest point, and the whole sports media infrastructure is in a state of emergency tonight. In a shocking move that no one in New York expected, global basketball legend Caitlin Clark formally rejected the lead with harshness and coldness, creating the most embarrassing business panic in modern women's sports history. By completely passing on the All-Star three-point showdown after being automatically scheduled for prime time, television producers and league officials believed they could save their declining summer ratings, but Clark slammed the door in their faces. The WNBA's Crown Jewel Showcase event has officially turned into a full-fledged clown show. To understand why network executives are suffering total meltdowns behind closed doors, it's necessary to examine the manufactured PR games and selective invitation politics that first ignited this crisis. While Clark was busy attracting almost 3 million viewers on national television and breaking network ratings records for broadcasts, league administrators were working behind the scenes making confusing administrative decisions. Fans were furious when Sophie Cunningham, their favorite sharpshooter who has been lighting up the floor with high-volume shooting, was completely ignored and denied an invitation. The league ignored the player's true abilities and the fans, choosing instead to rely entirely on Clark's star power to carry the whole show. Caitlin Clark, however, recognized the business trap. Rather than allowing corporate suits to use her image as a cheap advertising gimmick while ignoring her teammates, Clark drew a firm line in the sand by declining the invitation to the three-point challenge, removing the league's biggest attraction in a single move. As soon as word spread that Clark was out, the entire event fell into total chaos. Senior producers were in complete panic as they struggled to figure out how to sell a major event that had suddenly lost its biggest attraction on the planet. Corporate sponsors started sending emergency emails, and ticket resale markets collapsed. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 93% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So, did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now, back to the video.
Up to this, Indiana Fever players have not been getting the right calls. Players been getting, might as well say, assaulted on a basketball court, and different various things has been happening. So if you guys have not heard the news, the WNBA made an announcement that the three-point contest, and they listed several people that will be taking part in the three-point contest. And with that being said, Caitlin Clark has declined to take part in it. Now, some people mad, some people ain't. But me, I definitely get why she declined. So Alexa Philippou was the one who kind of broke this story about an hour ago that the three-point contest has been listed. And let's pull it up right now. Alexa Philippou here. Instead of Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, and Caleb McBride were invited to participate in the three-point contest.
The league's broadcast partners will be severely impacted financially. Major networks had already purchased expensive ad slots, confidently believing that Clark's participation would guarantee historically high audience numbers. But without her beyond the three-point arc, those multi-million-dollar broadcast projections were instantly shattered, forcing networks to face a harsh and unavoidable reality after allowing talking heads to downplay Clark's generational impact for months. She doesn't need the league's manufactured platforms. In today's sports culture, she is essential to the continued relevance of the league's platforms. The entire setup of the three-point contest instantly became obvious as the chaotic mess it truly is whenever Clark isn't on the court, as mainstream sports commentators who frequently support front office decisions were forced to sit live on television and admit that the event had become a complete embarrassment. Widespread boycott efforts were launched across social media.
1.4 million viewers, up 172% versus last season's average WNBA cable viewership. Caitlin Clark up 172%. And y'all want to keep running around pretending like this person's the face, that person's the face. How ironic is it? Like the highest 4 or 5 viewed games all season is all involving Caitlin Clark. Respect the handle. Read it and weep. It's only one face. That don't mean there are not good other great players, fantastic players that I love watching. It's only one face. Respectfully. respectfully. Caitlin Clark absolutely shutting it down. Look at the people. Only the queen can provide those kind of numbers. The face of the league, Jamel Hill. Caitlin is the face of the league. Now you know. Wow. Record WNBA TV game. It's another game where the face of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, played. No surprise. Okay? Caitlin Clark absolutely shutting down the viewership. Here it says player of the week.
Fans flooded the league's official accounts with millions of angry comments and pledged to turn off their televisions during the event, sending a clear, concise, and loud message that when corporate gatekeepers ignored genuine merit in favor of exploiting superstar talent, sports fans refused to watch. The fallout within player circles has created an unprecedented level of locker room solidarity against league brass, as superstars like Clark rejected taking part in the league's administrative games, while stars like Sophie Cunningham publicly criticized the questionable invitation criteria, stunning the players' union. The idea that players would faithfully wait in line for corporate decisions has been completely disproven. Athletes are realizing their power when they stand together against tone-deaf business decisions that place cheap ratings ahead of fairness and authenticity.
Biggest miss of them all, the viral sensation, the second biggest name in the WNBA, the point princess herself, Sophie Cunningham, who's among the top 5 in three-point percentage from three-point range. Sophie Cunningham doesn't even get an invite to the three-point contest? Interesting. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. 2026 three-point participants: Ryan Howard, Marina Mabrey, AZ Fudd, Bridget Carlton, Natisha Heidemann, and Janelle Salute. As Casey at Behind the Line would say, who, and who? Ryan Howard, Marina Mabrey, AZ. There's like no actual superstar name in this bunch. The biggest name in this bunch is probably AZ Fudd, and she's the biggest name not because of her game. She's the biggest name because of her girlfriend, Paige Beckers. Now, I'm just going to...
Now, behind the closed doors of television networks, high-level meetings are being consumed by chaotic blame games, with executive producers scrambling to reorganize their entire lineup, fully aware that All-Star Weekend's audience numbers will fall far below those of Clark's regular season broadcasts. How can you sell a contest to primetime sponsors when your biggest attraction walks away and the audience is actively boycotting the show? The corporate machine is learning the hard way that creating excitement requires genuine player support, highlighting a major and irreversible shift in today's media landscape. For years, traditional sports leagues held complete control over their athletes, deciding who would see the spotlight and who didn't. But real star power now belongs directly to the individual. The foundation of Caitlin Clark's remarkable influence and record-breaking performances is authentic talent.
Works, but y'all trying to say somebody else is the face of the league. Cut it out. Cut it out. Only Caitlin Clark can do this. Now we chug along. Here it says Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, Kayla McBride were all reportedly invited to participate in the WNBA three-point contest, but declined. And you know what I say? Stick it to him, Caitlin. I think Caitlin is entering her I don't give a damn era, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. She's entering that I don't give a damn era because she finally realized she woke up and smelled the coffee. Caitlin, there's nothing you can do to get these jealous, hating, envious people to like you. You giving them the highest view ratings for a WNBA three-point shootout, raising the bar. You getting them multi-million-dollar contracts. You getting them all PJ. They still don't like you. They are jealous. They are haters. They despise you. You don't need to run around trying to please them anymore. You don't need to run around trying to help them anymore. Give them the middle finger and do your thing on the basketball court. Damn them. You've done enough, and they've been very...
By building a lasting relationship with millions of devoted followers, she brings the entire audience with her whenever she decides not to participate, leaving corporate committees empty-handed. The sports media gatekeepers who tried to downplay Clark's extraordinary financial impact are now facing the consequences after claiming for months that the league's sudden surge in popularity was evenly shared across every market, a claim completely disproven by this boycott. As soon as Clark chose to opt out, every sponsor, executive, and casual observer watching the fallout became fully aware of the difference between genuine cultural phenomenon status and manufactured hype.
Being named the Eastern Conference Player of the Week after she became the first player in WNBA history to record 45 points and 10 assists in a win over Seattle. Caitlin Clark became the fastest player also to reach 200 points off three-pointers. So this right here will be the three-point contest recipients. As you guys can see here, this is the banner I believe the WNBA put out here, and Caitlin Clark's name ain't on there, bro. Nope, it ain't on there. Buckets incoming. Meet the competitors for this year's three-point contest. Has over 240,000 views and 156 comments. For another year, Caitlin Clark is not in the WNBA three-point contest. Now, AZ Fudd is there. I don't know the current shooting percentage of Sophie and Caitlin right now, but I think it's pretty damn high. Sophie for sure. For somebody that's losing her fans, I would imagine Caitlin Clark will want to participate. She's disappointed, and she wants all the fame without putting in the work. You sound like a damn hater. And Caitlin Clark is not losing her fans. Caitlin Clark is protesting. I believe this is a silent protest. Here it is. Somebody says Sophie.
Across a variety of digital platforms, the fan response has grown into a significant movement, with millions of spectators praising Clark's decision to skip the competition as a boss-level stand against administrative arrogance. Fan-made videos documenting the entire boycott have completely overshadowed the league's official promotional materials, proving through both their attention and their spending that genuine respect for the game will always prevail over corporate control. This is not a one-time issue that will disappear the following week, but a historic moment that will reshape how the league operates moving forward, as the front office can no longer take its greatest players for granted or make arrogant administrative decisions without facing swift and damaging financial consequences. The era of corporate overreach is now over, and the long-term balance of power now rests with the players who truly attract spectators and grow the game.
And talk shit about them and then blame Indiana Fever fans, and they come to find out it's not even them.
That's the nasty part. That's the actual real nasty part is Chelsea Gray tried to frame it as these are Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever fans. You have been getting them type of messages weeks before other games. You planned out to respond and make a big deal of it after a Fever game because you knew that what the optics would be. That's the nasty part.
This is bullshit. And guess what? This all get brought on Caitlin Clark. That's the most bull. She has to denounce everything. Like, oh, it's racism in the world. Caitlin Clark, you should say something. Oh, it's this in the world. Caitlin Clark, you should say something. You should fix every problem. Get more black coaches hired, Caitlin Clark. How about you go out there and say how great Asia Wilson is, Caitlin Clark? How about you? Like, it's getting ridiculous, guys. Like, she can't be to blame for everything. You know why? Because nobody cared about this shit before she came here. So you couldn't blame nobody because nobody was watching. Now they're watching and her fan base come in. And granted, there are going to be some assholes out there.
How do you feel about Caitlin Clark skipping the WNBA's three-point contest and putting the front office under the spotlight by pushing back against corporate politics? Did she make the ultimate power move, or did the league's treatment of fan favorites like Sophie Cunningham end up hurting its own event? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. Smash the like button so you never miss another game-changing breakdown. Hit subscribe with all notifications turned on, and share this video with fellow fans who want the full story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.